up at CASTLEMAiNE. And what's happening this week at CASTLEMAiNE? There is a festival on, and it's not every day it has this type of a festival. It's called Festival of Gardens, and it includes CASTLEMAiNE and its surrounds. So a whole lot of gardens have come together, about 24, and have opened up for the next week, showing their gardens and landscapes. So we've chosen to go to a couple of them, including Shades of Grey, which is a gallery and art area, and La Colline and La Nalparinga. Now, the reason why we've chosen these three gardens, they're substantial gardens to visit, and also we chose them because they are dog friendly, and as long as your dog is on a lead, you can take them through these gardens. So come along with us as we explore these gardens in CASTLEMAiNE and the surrounding areas. Artist Peter Gray has his gallery and garden, which has been opened for the CASTLEMAiNE Garden Festival, and it is called Shades of Grey. The gallery houses a selection of their work, and especially their ever so popular metal flowers. Outdoor sculptures are scattered throughout the couple's stunning garden, which they created from scratch. Peter has presented their garden atmosphere with his partner Shelley. La Colline, a country garden in the foothills of Mount Alexander in Harcourt. The garden, like the house, dates to 1917, and the property has been at times a stone fruit orchard, an almond orchard and tomato farm. The current owners have respected the work of previous by adapting the garden rather than recreating it, and so overall the garden presents an interesting mosaic of tastes and land users of past and current custodians. It is a fairly water-wise garden with many drought-tolerant succulents and large trees. Some spectacular granite boulders are scattered around the garden and add scale and a little grandiosity, as does the huge ancient eucalypts in the southwest part of the garden. In early spring, bulbs proliferate, and later the many roses come to bloom. Many are quite old and unidentified, but there are lots of hybrid teas and David Austins from more recent plantings, particularly in salmon, peach and soft pinks.
Gate of the week.
Nalaparingan. It blends the past and present, which have grown together. Robin and Frank Lewis have enjoyed the challenge of developing the garden over the last 25 years.
Peter here. I'm located Hall Street, CASTLEMAiNE. We're currently doing a little bit of a garden tour of the gardens of CASTLEMAiNE. It's part of the CASTLEMAiNE Festival of Gardens. And coincidentally enough, we're in front of one of Henry McBean's properties. Now this is owned by Robin and her husband Frank, and they've put together a beautiful, beautiful display of both garden and the external house. It's got the beautiful architectural features of the McBean style, but the gardens are a dream to walk through, very well manicured and cared for over the years, and an absolute pleasure.
Good morning. We're in for another treat. We've decided to take you to another garden, Waddington, in CASTLEMAiNE, and unfortunately we can't take Ruby with us. You have to look after the house, Ruby, because it's not a dog-friendly garden. So we're going to explore this garden. Apparently there's lots of colour. Come along with us and let's check it out. Carol Waddington has been developing these gardens for the last 7 years. Paved paths and gravel roads wind through these gardens. Established trees and lawns lead to an acre of gardens full of colour and variety.
We have just enjoyed a walk, and quite a significant walk, around the Waddington Gardens in CASTLEMAiNE, part of the CASTLEMAiNE Garden Festival. I can appreciate the amount of work that's gone into these gardens. Some of the plants are still in their infancy. It's probably a garden of less than 10 years, but you can actually see very solid structures that are emerging. This will be a peppercorn grove. We walked under a wisteria arbour. It's just magnificent. Poppies open in bloom, lots of perennials, lots of colour, a very enjoyable garden to visit. Again, congratulations to the owner, because I know how much work would actually be involved in this garden.
Now, if you've missed the gardens this year, put in your calendar November and come and check out these spring gardens. Just magnificent.
We will see you on the next adventure.